So the biggest news story, of course, for the last 7 days with Republicans has been the fact that they think Hillary Clinton is totally going to prison because of what was put into the Durham court filing last week regarding one of the Clinton campaign's lawyers, Michael Susman, who has already been indicted last fall for allegedly lying to investigators about whether or not he was representing a client. So if you're not familiar with that story, of course, in the little, additional information section of the court filing, Durham said that, oh, by the way, you had tech company A with executive 1 who was monitoring data, basically monitoring IP addresses coming to and from Trump Tower and to and from the White House, beginning in 2014, by the way, before Trump even considered running for president, really. So, yeah, they thought, oh my God, we've got the smoking gun. Hillary Clinton spied on Donald Trump. Then, of course, as the week went on, people actually started to look at what was said there and realized that, nope, it's not there. Trump called this bigger than Watergate and even suggested the death penalty for those involved. But this isn't even close to Watergate. It's not even remotely similar. And we now know that because that is basically what Durham had to come out later in the week and finally say. Sure, he let conservative media run with that narrative for 6 days before he broke his silence. But on Thursday, Durham finally came out, and this is what he said. If third parties or members of the media have overstated, understated, or otherwise misinterpreted facts contained in the government's motion, that does not in any way undermine the valid reasons for the government's inclusion of this information. So that's a lot of fancy words, right? To basically say, sure, people are exaggerating what was in there, but, I still wanted to put it in there anyway. So he was kind of calling them out, while at the same time justifying why this seemingly irrelevant piece of information was included in the filing. And I think it was included in the filing to do exactly what it has done for the past week. It did not serve any material relevance to what Susman has been charged with, lying about whether or not he was representing a certain client. That is the only wrongdoing he did. Technically, before the investigation began, Michael Susman had not done any wrongdoing. It was done after the investigation began, where he allegedly lied to the investigators. Nobody is accused of any wrongdoing with this data monitoring. No data was scraped. No individual messages were intercepted. What happened was the tech company that happened to be a client of Michael Susman's approached him many years ago and said, listen, we've got data here that looks like it could be coming from Russian cell phones tied to this Alfie bank that may have ties to the Kremlin, or I think it is tied to the Kremlin, whatever it is. And so Susman says, okay, I'll look at this and I'm going to, report it because I'm your lawyer. That's what I do. You did the right thing. I'm going to try to do the right thing. And that's that. And of course, Republicans think this means that Hillary Clinton infiltrated and spied on Donald Trump, even though, again, this began with monitoring of communications from the White House beginning in 2014 when Barack Obama still had a little over 2 years left in office. So there it is. And Durham's out there now saying, hey, listen, I can't help it if they overstate what's in there, which is exactly what happened. And Durham knew that. Okay, he absolutely had to have known that. I know Durham has actually done some good work in the past. Sure, absolutely. And I have no problem with this investigation going on. If you think there's wrongdoing, find it, root it out, prosecute it. I have no problem with that. Problem is, the dude's been doing it for over 400 days now, and the biggest thing he's got on anybody is because they lied to the investigators. They haven't been able to pop them for actual crimes that were committed during the original Mueller investigation or in the origins of the Mueller investigation. So again, had the Durham investigation not taken place, none of these people would have even come close to committing a crime. So it's all very weird. It's all very stupid. I'm fine with letting it play out because, hey, if there was wrongdoing, expose it. But if not, clear the air so that we can all move on. And next time you have to come out and issue a statement calling out right-wing media for lying about what you said in a court filing, I suggest you use much stronger language. And do it, by the way, in an avenue that gets lots of viewers so everybody knows the Republicans are lying about what you said. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.